Today I will talk about a very famous OOPS interview question for a Java interview, which is abstraction in Java. Alright, so what is abstraction in Java? It is one of the main pillar of OOPS, and we'll go about the definition of abstraction. What exactly is abstraction? So abstraction is a technique that allows for the declaration of a functionality that can be subsequently implemented by a child class. Alright, so an abstraction, whether it is an abstract class or an interface, it's always a parent of its implementing class. Alright, we'll just check. We have one class in abstract class and one interface, that is abstract interface. So we'll just check what is the difference if both are used for abstraction. Alright, so as we can see, we have an abstract class. We are defining it by using an abstract keyword which denotes a class to be abstract. It can have an abstract method, it can also have a concrete method. Alright, so I'll create a concrete method for you. Void say something. Alright, we'll just provide our implementation. I'll just say saying something related to abstraction. Alright, now coming to the interface can only have an abstract method by default before Java 8. Alright, so I'll just write before Java 8 interfaces could only have abstract methods. Alright, I'll create a child class here, class implement interface. Alright, it has to implement the interface, right? Implements abstract interface. Why is it giving error? Because we need to implement the methods, the abstract method that is provided by the interface. Alright, so I'll just implement method. Alright, do something. See, this override annotation, it's used to denote that a particular method is being overridden. Alright, we'll give our implementation system dot doing something after implementing the interface. Alright, now we'll just give a public static void main. Alright, just to check our code. Now in this class, class name should be capital. In this class we'll create an object of this class, impl interface equal to new implement interface. Alright, we'll just call that method which has been overridden by this class. So here do something will print in doing something after implementing the class. Alright, so I'll just run it for you. See, you can see that this method do something, its definition is provided in the implementing child class, and without giving any explicit implementation in the object, we can see that the output is getting printed. Alright, now coming to the abstract class, let's say we are do something and we'll just extend our class. Alright, in a child class, we can't have two public classes in a same class, so we'll just say public we'll just say class implement. No, we can't implement it, we will have to extend it. Alright, so extend abstract class, and inside that we'll just override it. So we'll have to extend that class, extends abstract class. Alright, Here also we have to provide the implementation of the do something. Alright, so we'll just say doing something after extending the abstract class. Alright, inside this class we'll create a main method. In the main method we'll create the object of this class. Alright, just to test that if the method which we have overridden is working or not. Alright, we'll just run it. Alright, so here we can see two ways of defining abstraction in Java using abstract class and interfaces. Alright, but then you will ask, what is the difference between both of them? If both can provide abstraction, then why can't we use one? Alright, so the main difference is, since Java does not provide single since Java does not provide multiple inheritance, so for giving a multiple inheritance we have to implement the interface only. We cannot extend two classes, right? So that is the primary difference between interfaces and abstract classes, that only one abstract class can be used by a child class, but a child class can use multiple interfaces. All right, so I'll you may be having this idea, or even I can show you, but the video will be very long, so I'll make a separate video about this. Now coming forward to Java 8, right? So I talked about the distinction between abstract classes and interface. So before Java 8, the primary difference was that the abstract class provided both public, private and protected abstract method as well as concrete methods. So here, as you can see, I have provided an abstract method which is a public, alright, and I have provided a concrete method which is say something, alright. So see, I have given you do something, I can give say something as well, but and also it will give the result for say something as well. Alright, see, without even trying to implement that say something method, we can use it directly in our child class. But for interfaces before Java 8, it could only have abstract methods, right? So after Java 8, interfaces had default and static method. Alright, so default do something say something we have already done, so catch something. Alright, here we'll give the data type void. Okay, the spelling is wrong, default void. Alright, so default void will just say catching something inside an interface, and static method also, right? Static void, let's say bowl something. Alright, the IPL season is going on, that's why I'm using these kind of phrases. Now we can say bowling something inside an interface. Alright, so here we know that the object is being created and the class and the interface has been implemented by the child class. Now since I have the JDK version 17 maybe, but more than, oh okay, I have the JDK version 23, as you can see here, open JDK 23. Alright, so Java is kind of after Java 8 we can have default and static methods. So I'll just call catch something, alright, and it will just print this thing. Also I can use the static methods as well, but static methods, as you know, they can't be called using an object, So I'll just call this using the interface name itself, the abstract interface name. Alright, so abstract interface dot bowl something. Alright, I'll just remove this one so that you guys have a clarity on what's being taught. See, here you can see catching something inside an interface and bowling something inside an interface. But this catch something method, it's a default method, it's kind of a concrete method itself, so we have to uh, call this using the object of the child class. But for static method we can use it with the interface name, the original interface name in which the static method resides. Alright, so these were two introductions made in Java 8 in the interfaces. One more interface which was kind of having only one abstract method, so here we can have two abstract method. Alright, so public void doing something, let's say. Forgive me about my examples are kind of very bad. I'm just giving you the gist of what abstraction is. Alright, so here I have given two abstract methods, do something and doing something. Alright, so here I'll give some implementation, doing something in an abstract method. Alright, I'll just call it using the object because it's an abstract method, doing something. Alright, it will print doing something in an abstract method. Alright, so we can have two methods inside, two abstract or two or more, maybe we can have multiple abstract methods, can have multiple abstract methods and multiple static and default methods. Alright, but in Java 8 there was one more interface which was introduced. It was named functional interface. Alright, it is used to give the functional programming feature in Java. Alright, so we'll just define it as normal interface itself, functional demo. Alright, interface functional demo, it can only have one abstract method. So by default the access modifier for any method inside an interface, it's called public by default, so you cannot change that. Alright, now void functional. Alright, it can have n number of static and default methods. Alright, so but only one abstract method, only one abstract method. Now you will be asking why only one abstract method, because to provide lambda expression for it. We can explain it in another video as we are focusing on abstraction as of now. So it was just introduced in Java 8 as well, along with the default and static method in the interfaces. Alright, so by this are you seeing interfaces becoming more powerful after Java 8? And in the abstract class, we can have all these things by default. So private method, concrete method were already there, which were kind of a trade-off, like a default and static method introduced in interfaces. We can have private protected access modifiers, public access modifiers for abstract classes. Alright, so it was already powerful before Java 8 also. Now the major drawback is single inheritance. Alright, and advantages are it can have constructors of its own, while interfaces can't. Alright. One interesting thing that most of the videos that I saw on YouTube about this topic does not have is variables inside them. Variables inside abstract class. We can have any access modifier type variable in abstract classes. However, in the interfaces only have public static final type variables, which should always be instantiated. That is not the case in abstract classes. Alright. May or may not be instantiated. Alright. Okay, I have covered a lot of things. Now coming to the Java 9 addition in the interface. Now in Java 9 we have an addition of private methods as well in functional interface. Private int is even. Alright, let's say we are taking an integer int a. Alright, and we are checking if a modulo 2 equal to 0, that means it's even, otherwise it's odd, right? Else s out odd, okay, it will be boolean. We can say return true, else this return false. Alright, and we can call that in our concrete method, right? What does it do? So this was added after Java 9 and it was kind of their they have to implement it, they have to give us a private method. Because why? Because it does provide extensibility to our already existing code, right? So let's suppose if you want to add some more features inside this particular method, concrete method, we don't have to break our already existing code. We can provide a private method and we can use that inside our concrete method. Alright, so private methods were also introduced in interfaces in Java 9. Java 9 onwards. Alright, so this is the major difference between interfaces and abstract classes. Here you can see I have given interfaces also included private methods. Now the question comes when to utilize each option, right? So interfaces, as I told you, they promote flexibility and multiple inheritance, right? And abstract classes on the other hand, they are more suitable when state or shared logic is required, right? For state we can use the constructors of that abstract class and we can go ahead with our work. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video, and please subscribe, like and share for more such content. Thank you.